Hey everyone, this is the Clan Wars website that I built for World of Warplanes. Right now on the global map area up here, if you click that and go to it for our next update, we are adding down here Mexico, and that's right there in Mexico is one of the only areas that are planned for the next update in a couple months. But now what I am thinking is, since World of Warships does not have a clan per se wars, just like World of Warplanes, we can, in this area down by Florida here, in Bravo sector, we can add territories along the coastline. We can add in the Florida Keys down here. We can add Cuba, the Philippines, all the little islands down in this area. And say right here in North Carolina, right there, if you just click that icon, it takes you basically to the layout of the territory. So let's say up on the mini map, you can go to any sector, by the way, and navigate. So let's say you would be able to attack the coastline, along the coastline edge, and then to get back, go to the global map again. But basically, if we added another 30 or 40 along the edge up here in Canada, this area in the Great Lakes, these areas on the northeast side in Canada also, in Nova Scotia and all that, off the coast of Maine. This picture isn't, the lake here isn't quite right. I expanded it out to get the borderline in there. But this area here, you would be able to land with World of Warships and have that. Maybe in the Great Lakes, have the Great Lakes area restricted to certain types of ships that can make it through actually the rivers and canals. And this is all something that can be done. To get to this website, you go to the NACCW.org. That stands for North American Community Clan Wars. We just bought this domain. We have it for a year. So this is something that might be coming around. I am seriously thinking about this for the next update. Now, this update isn't planned on my part until after, on this global map, let's say, just for an instance, in Alpha territory here, if you click the big Alpha button, it takes you to the sector layout. So with the ships areas for Florida here, and in the Keys and Cuba, I know there's a couple, maybe Panama Canal can be in that area down here off of Mexico when that gets added in. And up here in Canada, these would have their own sectors. And basically in each sector, each green landing zone is designated by the color green, and if it's not a landing zone, it's designated as a red color. So basically, to get to any area at any time from, let's say, the global map, then you want to think about trying to land somewhere in the Great Lakes area up here to investigate. You go to Charlie sector, and this gives you an entire rundown of all the areas and territories and what map it uses and the tiers and all that, and then you can just click it and it gives you another basic rundown of the information of every map, what map it is, the tier, as if it's a landing zone or not, what sector, the ID number. Every page that deals with the map has a mini map on it that you can just click on any sector and investigate that. Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot sectors aren't going to be ready to open for a few more weeks. And then we're going to let it run for a while before I make a decision on integrating the World of WarShips. So basically, that is it with this. If you want to get in and check it out and look at it, like I said up here, just go to naccw.org and, go ahead and log in. Now, the login here is quick and simple. You just put in your email. I would prefer if you use your email address that you use with Wargaming, but you do not need to use the same password. There's no email verification. I have it set to automatic at this time. This project has been under construction for about a month and a half, 2 months. And it's time to give warplanes and warships guys that play Clan Wars and have no ability to because of the way the game is right now, some actual ability to have Clan Wars. Now, if you want to read our rules of engagement up here, you just click the rules of engagement. We are on version 6.3, was just updated. Now, the rules of engagement tells you each sector. It gives you a breakdown of territories, how many tiers of each one are in each sector in this area on the graph. It gives you a basic rundown of how the week is supposed to run on that graph. It tells you how the battle times are figured out right here. If 4 or 3 people attack a territory, and then towards the bottom is all of your general rules of engagement, pretty much. And at the very bottom is the change log, so you can keep up to date on what the changes were. Now, these rules are also in Spanish. I don't read Spanish. We use Google Translate to translate to Spanish. I have no clue if it's right, but you can check it out, and all you have to do is log in here if you want to go ahead and do that, and go to Spanish rules, rules of engagement first, and then go to Spanish rules to read them in Spanish. And they're pretty much exactly the same. We just translate with Google Translate. Now, if this does go through, there is a getting started button down here that describes exactly what you have to do to get logged in and get a clan set up as far as Clan Wars right now. So you would go to start the process by logging in. So it would go here and it would take you to the main sheet. And if you were not logged in, it would take you here. There is a help me section that's under construction right now. So basically on all of the pages we'll have a help section in what each one does. And then you would click on the help section and it would give you a basic rundown of what you can do. Anybody can add and type into the help me records. So if you want to ask a question, just go ahead and throw it in there. I might catch it later on down the road. I don't look at it too often. And it gives you a basic idea and thing that you have to do for each. But now another thing is Wargaming is looking at this as far as sponsorship. I'm not saying right now that we're getting it. I can't say yay or nay, so I plead the fifth on that. But we, have run through the idea of using donations as some kind of award. Maybe every once in a while, But right now we're pretty much just running around the map, finishing getting the sectors built on the global map. In this area, you can tell that Echo and Delta and Foxtrot are not open. Only Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie are open. We go from tiers 5 through 10. So, you know, it's easy to get into tier 5 and start a clan in tier 5, and, you know, you can mess around with the tier 5s for a while, you know? What the hell? Why not? So, I don't know. That's just my idea. Why don't you go ahead and check the website out, naccw.org. Log in up here, or you won't be able to read the rules or see anything like that. And why don't you put what you think in the forums here, and give me some kind of information to go on for the next update. Have a great day. It's Pigeon Kicker, out.